for sale at the time. That was the same okay, exactly. So the reason you get the story of the woman that lifted a fucking car off of a fucking railway. There is a reason that women can do that. It's hard to believe that some of fucking hardware. We must have time and then pass on our genes. That is their job to make those children as much as we can and to raise for them as much as is possible. So that they can then go on to do the same thing. Why do we do that? Because that is just how animals fucking are. It is the nature of being alive. And you're trying to sit there, you're arguing against existence. That's what it is. That's what makes this so fucking funny. Well, you're arguing against a certain demographics existence, but still, like, you're basically saying it's bad to be human. It's bad to be any kind of living, because every animal does it. There are some animals where even if they don't fucking find a mate, they switch gender just so they can breed. I mean, Jesus Christ, an animal can alter its own chromosomes. Some of them can. Not humans. Not humans. That's how some animals can alter their own chromosomes to reproduce. That is how important it is for living creatures. Right? Male animals will fight each other to the fucking death. And I was like, have you ever seen that fucking, I think it was the Planet Earth. There's like this giant fucking walrus that fought off about like 12 other giant fucking walruses just to meet with this fucking mate with this fucking female. And he fucking wins and he's sitting next to her. And there's like lips of him hanging off, he's missing an eye, there's just blood gushing from him right now. The fact is that even though he's like that and he still fucking went in and got that twin time, just shows how strong the programming is. Right? There's a reason that the porn industry doesn't have to fucking advertise. Right? It's the only industry that doesn't have to pay any money for adverts because we are born to seek that stuff out, unfortunately. Like, honestly, like, yeah, people should have the freedom to make it, but can we at least acknowledge that it does fuck you up? Right? But still, you're arguing against the very basically being. You're arguing against being. You're arguing against existence itself. That's why this stuff is so stupid. That's why anti-natalists are complete fucking idiots. Right? Something went wrong with them. We shouldn't bring any more children into this bad world. How about instead of getting everybody to stop breeding, you try and make the world better? How about putting the energy into that instead? How about that? Why not do that instead? Anti-natalists are like the fucking equivalent of sovereign citizens, where the type of change they want, let's see the energy they put into their bullshit could be put into making some actual change that would fix the core issue that they're actually annoyed about. Right, it's just fucking, I hate it. I hate this fucking nonsense. Anyway, naval consensus on child understanding there are really few women in the Catalyst conference room of the Live Hotel. They're all with their dogs, focusing on their videos. Most of the male audience is 50 people, right?
saying nobody's forcing him to talk to the press. The judge is pointing out Donald Trump doesn't have to stop and talk to the cameras on the way in and out of court here. Explain this piece of it, Danny. Do you believe that the former president and his legal team are maybe pressing their luck here?
Well, wait, we need to divide those because I believe, I don't know, but I believe that defense counsel is ready to pull his hair out at what his client is making him do. No lawyer, no defense lawyer in the middle of trial wants to stop preparing for witnesses and preparing exhibits to have gag order violation hearings in the morning and have to figure out which tweet came when this tweet came. It's a nightmare. It's hard enough to be on trial. You work almost around the clock. After trial ends, you go home and you work, or the office, and you work on the next day's testimony. So the last thing that Todd Blanche wants to do is be in a gag order violation hearing, but he's got to argue for his client. And I have to say, the argument, the political speech argument, it's not completely without merit, and it's bolstered by the fact that Michael Cohen is out there talking, and if Marshawn goes Trump's way, which I don't think he will, it will be because Michael Cohen's been out there talking too much.
Prosecutors are really pushing hard here, Debbie. They're saying that the former president has created an air of menace. They've called his comments corrosive, but they didn't want necessarily jail time for him. That is maybe an option on the table eventually. How far do you think Marshawn will go?
So, while the prosecutor